Elf on the Shelf. He looks like this cute little doll. Parents go and they buy the elf. They spend $30 on this elf, and he comes with a book that tells you about him. And he even comes with a certificate of adoption. So let's talk about elves, right? Elves, again, come from European medieval folklore. Again, it comes from the German and Dutch type of traditions and background. And elves were evil spirits that are linked to sickness, nightmares, and incubi. For those that don't know what incubi is, they're spirit spouses, incubus and succubus. So elves are evil spirits that are linked to sickness, nightmares, and spirit spouses. They're capable of causing illness, stealing, and playing tricks on humans. They're also known to be beautiful beings with supernatural powers. They're known for making mischief, for shooting arrows at cattle, stealing babies, and causing illness and sickness. Sounds like Satan. The powers that the elves possess when it's linked to Santa Claus. They have supernatural hearing capability. Number one, they can fly at incredible speed, and they're able to move quickly and quietly to avoid detection. They are experts at engineering and technology, able to handle even complex systems. This sounds like a monitoring spirit. And they're good at crafting and manufacturing toys, which is what Satan loves to do, right? He loves to get us distracted on the next new phone and the next new shiny thing. Now notice again, the elf on the shelf, he doesn't show up the same day every year, and you don't know when he's coming. So just like Santa Claus, you don't know the day, the time, or the hour. The elf comes somewhere in the window after Thanksgiving, but he never comes on the same day every year. When you get the elf, you have to give him a name. You have to name the elf. And it even gives you an adoption certificate where you adopt him or her into your family. So the elf doesn't get its powers until you give it a name. You have to give it a name for the elf to have power. Do you know that this is what Satan does with us? Once you start giving your sickness a name, it has power. This is my trauma. This is my PTSD. This is my cancer. It's mine. So now you start giving things a name, which gives it power in your life. So we bring this little elf into our home. That's a cute little monitoring spirit. And now we give it a name. We give it a name. And now we adopt it as a family member. Now, part of the rules are you can't touch the elf, or the elf will lose its power. The only time you're allowed to touch the elf is to move it at night. Now, if you touch the elf accidentally, you can restore the powers by going to Santa and apologizing. If you touch the elf accidentally and it loses its powers, the elf can gain them back by going to Santa to apologize. Now let's look at something else. The elf can't stay in the same spot every day. You have to move him. Do you know that a monitoring spirit never stays in the same spot either? So now, if you're a parent and you forget to move the elf, oh man, I forgot to move the elf last night. Now your kid wakes up and goes, Mom, why is the elf still in the same spot? Now you gotta lie to the kid. Now you gotta come up with some lie and tell him why the elf is still in the same spot as the night before. So now you promote a lying spirit in your home, because if you put this elf in your house, guaranteed one of the days you're going to forget to move it, and now you're going to lie to your children. And then it becomes a competition, right? Because the elf is supposed to be doing something naughty. You're supposed to move the elf at night, and he's supposed to get into trouble. He's supposed to take the toilet paper roll, for example, and roll it all around the house, and it becomes this cute little hoo, look at what the elf did last night. He took the whole thing of toilet paper and he wrapped the television around like a mummy. And we think it's this cute little thing, right? And then as parents, we're like, oh, let me put that on Instagram. Click, click. Yeah, let me put that on Facebook. Everyone's going to get a good laugh at it. And now it becomes this competitive spirit where, man, now tonight I got to outdo what I did the night before. Like last night, the elf went all out, man. He had a party in the house. He decided to wrap up the TV like a mummy. Now we got to do something better. Right? So now it becomes this spirit of competition where it's almost like parents are doing this just to get attention on social media. Like, we're gonna take the elf and he's pretending to fish in the toilet, and it's like, haha, hoo, it's all cute and funny. But meanwhile, we're promoting this evil in our house, not even realizing that we're doing it. Is this resonating with you guys, or am I losing you here? Notice that the elf must fly back to Santa to give his report. So the elf has been taking notes about whether your child was good or bad. Because guess what? The elf isn't there to watch the adults. He's there to watch the children. The elf is used to watch the children. Same as Santa targets the children. He doesn't target the adults. So now the elf must leave on Christmas Eve, and he flies back to the North Pole, to the false Eden, where Santa Claus lives and the elves. And he gives Santa the report of, do you get a gift or do you get a bunch of ashes as coal? Notice that the elf only moves at night. He only moves when you're asleep. Sounds like a monitoring spirit. It sounds like Satan that's prowling around looking for whom he can devour and destroy in the middle of the night. You know that the elves, they also can't speak to humans. They only listen. Their job is to listen. Do you know that a monitoring spirit job is to listen and not talk? It's to listen, to gain intel. To gain intel about your life and then weaponize that information to use it against you. So let's look at why this is a bad thing in your home. Well, it promotes magic, sorcery, and witchcraft. I think number one is enough. The elf promotes magic, sorcery, and witchcraft. It's also used to monitor your children and take notes, which makes it a monitoring spirit. It's also a tool that's used to control your children by earning acceptance. So your children have to earn acceptance by the elf. So by using this little cute, magical looking character, we are instilling in our children that they have to earn acceptance. That makes it demonic. This is why your children will walk around with an orphan spirit. This also instills the spirit of fear that your children are always being watched by this evil doll. Oh, did you see that? Did you see? Oh, the kids are fighting. Hey, the elf is watching. You see the elf on the shelf? Yeah, the elf sitting on top of the fireplace right now, he's monitoring the kids playing video games. He's monitoring them doing their homework. He's monitoring them getting dressed. He's monitoring them taking a bath. He's monitoring them as they're going to bed. He's watching them at all times. So it instills this spirit of fear of you're trying to control your children's behavior by a doll. Oh, but Brother Trevor, it's this cute. He has the little googly eyes, and his eyes are so cute. Look, his eyes look sinister. Tell me his eyes don't look sinister. Oh, he's got the cute little cheeks, but something is different that is said behind the eyes. And the eyes are the windows to the soul. Do you know that this is what the spirits that work for Satan do? They come and they monitor you, and they find out what you're doing that you shouldn't be doing, and then they run back to Daddy Satan and they give him that intel, and then he enlists his soldiers, which Santa calls the elves, to now do the work for him. So this entire elf is based around a lie. The elf is not real. He's a mythical, fictitious character that Satan created, and it promotes the spirit of lying in our household. You know what's funny is, well, Santa claims to be omniscient, all-knowing, and omnipresent everywhere at once, but why does he need the elf? Why does he need the elves to monitor you if he already knows everything and is everywhere at the same time? Because see, a monitoring spirit can't be everywhere at the same time. They're not omniscient, they're not all-knowing, and they're not omnipresent. They can only use the information that you speak. They can't read your mind. So they wait for you to announce it and speak it, and then they jot it down, and then they take it back to their dad, that's Satan, and then he weaponizes the information against you because he's the accuser of the brethren. You know that Satan, it says according to the word of God, that he comes as an angel of light. Well, this elf looks like an angel of light. He looks like a harmless, cute, little red cheek character that, ooh, you just can't help but love him, right? You just can't help but want to go to Target and buy one right off of the shelf. But this is how Satan works, is he comes as an angel of light. He comes as a counterfeit. Because see, the angel of light, it's two-faceted. He comes as an angel of light, meaning he comes as that shiny, attractive thing that your flesh likes. Oh, but we like the elf. He's just such a cute little doll. He has the little googly eyes and the red cheeks, and you just can't help but want to love him. And now we got to give him a name, and now we got a certificate of adoption, and he's now the family pet. We've now adopted, Linda the elf is now our family member. We can't live without Linda the elf. And this is where it gains power in our life, because now we have come into agreement. We have signed a contract by the papers of adoption that come with the elf. In case you didn't know, it comes with the doll, it comes with a book that tells you about him, and it comes with a certificate of adoption. And now you got to give him a name. And once you sign the agreement, you sign the contract, you sign the covenant, and you give him a name, it now carries power in your life. But I thought, Brother Trevor, I was just buying this cute little Barbie figure looking doll with a Santa hat on with an elf suit on for $30. And then what the world tells you, yeah, it's on YouTube right now. What the world will tell you is, it's not enough. $30 isn't enough. You gotta spend $30 on the elf packet, and then you gotta buy him shoes, and you gotta buy him clothes, and you gotta dress him up, because we can't have the elf be naked now. We gotta dress up the elf. So now you're spending more money to buy uniforms for the elf, because we can't have him wearing the same thing every day, right? We can't have the elf walking around in dirty laundry. We got to wash his clothes. We got to put a new outfit on him. The next thing you know, We're spending hundreds of dollars on this ridiculous elf that has now become the focus of Christmas. This stuff is all in front of our face, and we give it power by continuing to keep doing this year in and year out, exposing our kids to the demonic realm that's disguised in cute figures.